This is event 431, the female 50 butterfly, heat 1. Over to you, referee. In lane 3, Lilia Burgoyne for City of Norwich. In lane 4, Ruby Brace for City of Peterborough. And in lane 5, it's Honor Beverstock for Hatfield. And they're already at the halfway mark, and it is so even in this field for this first heat. What a way to begin. I really can't call it. It's so close. Ooh, I'm watching lane 5, I think. Yes, it was Honor. Nice work, girls, all of you. Heat 2 of 10, over to you, referee. Francesca Barber is in lane 1, City of Norwich. Eleanor Stent is in lane 2, Basildon. Evie Holmes in lane 3, Linslade. For Basildon in lane 4, it's Hannah Zeus. And in lane 5, Anna Lucia Fenner. Lily Murrell is in lane 6, Norwich Swan. And for Putteridge in lane 7 is Poppy McGill. And in lane 8 is Amelia Porzio. Oh, another wall of butterflying water. Have a look. I can't call it. It's lane 7, I think. Who's that? It's Poppy McGill. Yes, it is. Heat 3, over to you, referee. Isabella Green is in lane 1, City of Norwich. Hannah Nicholas is in lane 2, Deben. Sophie Roberts is in lane 3, Ipswich. And also for Ipswich, Clementine Lovell in lane 4. For Witham, Evelyn Clark in lane 5. Isabel Mather from City of Cambridge in lane 6. Tia Hill from Ely in lane 7. And Elise Dilapolo for Thurrock in lane 8. And it's got some clear lead for lane 6. That's Isabel Mather. It's an easy first touch. Nice work, girl. Heat 4, over to you, referee. Holly Gilbertson is in lane 1, Sadie Hunter is in lane 2, Tia Gregory is in lane 3. In lane 4 is Katie Jeffrey. Malika Dagdelen is in lane 5, Mia Macklin is in lane 6, Daisy Russell lane 7, and Yasmin Olorenshaw in lane 8. That's better. Whew. Right, where have we got to? I'm watching lane 7, right? It's Daisy Russell looking really strong for a first touch, and everybody else looking excellent for second touch. Whose was it? It was Mia Macklin. Heat 5, over to you, referee. In lane 1, we've got Jasmine Coleman. In lane 2, we've got Rebecca Keatley. In lane 4, we've got Amelia Saunders. In lane 5, we've got Kate Hopper. In lane 6, Imola Jezza. In lane 7, Charlotte Pound. And in lane 8, Chloe Butler. Oh, it really is so close. Who's it going to be? Crikey. I'm watching lane 8. Who's that? Chloe Butler. Yeah. Nice one, girls. Well done. Heat 6, over to you, referee. In lane 1, Jessica Medlicott. In lane 2 is Leah Harris. Lucy Wheeler is in lane 3. Sophia Moole is in lane 4. Molly Burrows in lane 5. Amy Boreham in lane 6. And Amy Mayer in lane 7. And finally in lane 8, we have Isabel Cameron. These girls are just incredible, aren't they? I'm watching lane 6 here. Who's that? Amy Boreham. I think she's good for a first touch. Yes, she is. This is heat 7. Over to you, referee. Millie Fields is in lane 1, Emily Pitcher lane 2, Jessica Shaw in lane 3, and Chloe Linley in lane 4. Amara Addison is in lane 5, Connie Davies in lane 6, Beth Young in lane 7, and in lane 8, we have Grace Robinson. Just amazing, these ladies. I can't call it. Let's have a look. It's 7. Yes, it was. Beth Young touching first. Nice work, girls. Heat 8. Over to you, referee. In lane 1, Alexa Mann. In lane 2, Olivia Greenall. In lane 3, Ashley Ransom. And Charlotte Smith is in lane 4. Millie Harris is swimming in lane 5. Ruby Greenhalf in lane 6. Chloe Armstrong is in lane 7. And Megan Donovan is in lane 8. Golly. All right, I'm watching lane 4. Chloe Smith. And a Charlotte Smith. I've been wrestling with that all day, but it is Charlotte Swim. This one. Woo! Yes, girls. Well done. Heat 9, over to you, referee. Anouk Zakini is in lane 1. Shahad Mohammed is in lane 2. Emma Fields in lane 3. Eloise Cole is in lane 4. Megan Pye in lane 5. In lane 6, Jasmine Carter. Abigail Crawley is in lane 7. And Hannah Willis is in lane 8. I'm watching lane 4. Who have we got in there? Eloise Cole. She's got some strong competition, but she's holding them off. Yes, she is. Heat 10, over to you, referee. Matilda Bogle is in lane 1. Vanessa Cinnamonova in lane 2. Charlotte Williams in lane 3. Sky Carter is in lane 4. Georgia Holgate is in lane 5. Sophie Palmer, lane 6. In lane 7, Olivia Minute. And Lara Tahern is in lane 8. Who's that in lane 4? Sky Carter. Another epic swim for Sky today. Nice work, ladies.
Right, the next event 4 is 3-2, the open male 50-meter butterfly, heat 1, over to you, referee. In lane 3, we got Finley German. Lane 4 is Kabir Patel. Lane 5 is Ramsey Gill. Lane 6 is Ashton Lowe. A really good start there from Finley German and Kabir Patel in lane 3 and 4. Also looking strong at this stage as well is Ashton Lowe as well, looking really strong coming towards the end of the race here. And it's going to be very, very close here between Kabir and also looking good is Finley German. Who's going to get it? It's Finley German who gets first place. Second place goes to Kabir Patel and third place goes to Ashton Lowe.
We have disqualification for technical infraction to announce. Event number 431, heat number 6, lane number 1.
Heat 2, over to you, referee. Right, in lane 1 we've got William Ward, lane 2, Jamie Wilson, lane 3, Alfie Bullock, lane Bullock, lane 4 is Rafferty May, lane 5 is Theodore Monk, lane 6 is Osahun Ojikuru, lane 7 is Harry Bird, lane 8 is Alfie Rowland. Really close here at the moment, looking really strong in lane 4. It is Rafferty May. Rafferty May is really holding on. Second place is going to be close between lane 5, looking really strong towards the end here. But going to win this race is going to be Rafferty May first place. Second place goes to Theodore Monk. And third place goes to Alfie Rowland. Heat 3, over to you, referee. In lane 1, we've got Lee Booker. Lane 2 is Nonso Nwabuzi. Lane 3 is Reese Thomas. Lane 4, Reese Burns. Lane 5, Hayden Garrod. Lane 6 is Aidan Footer. Lane 7 is Zilvinas Simkus. Lane 8 is Jan Beblot. And as we turn onto the board, it's literally about 6 swimmers going to win this race at the moment. At the moment, it's looking really good between lanes 3 and lane 4 at the moment. It's going to be really close towards the end there. Who's going to, wow, it's split hundredths of a second. We've got first place goes to Reese Thomas. Second place goes to Reese Burns. Or shall I say Nunsa? Heat 4, over to you, referee. Lane 1, Marcus King. Lane 2, Daniel De Filippo. Lane 3 is Ayabami Akindile. Lane 4 is James McGettigan. Lane 5 is Frank Jacob. Lane 6 is Naim Harvey. Lane 7 is Oliver Davey. Lane 8 is Volodymyr Ignatiev. And it's really close at the moment. Volodymyr looking really strong there in lane 8. So there's also lane 6, though, coming really strong between lane 5 and lane 6. Who's going to win it? So it goes to Naim Harvey gets first place. Second place goes to Frank Jacob, with Vladimir in third place. Heat 5, over to you, referee. Lane 1, Freddie Garden. Lane 2, Sam Mead. Lane 3, Liam Barnett. Lane 4, Finley Arnott. Lane 5 is Joshua Sakri. Lane 6 is Maxwell Hosier. Lane 7 is Billy Sile. Lane 8 is Harry Cooper. Really good stuff from pretty much all the swimmers at the moment. Looking really good at the moment in the middle of the pool. In lane 5, though, looking really strong. It is Jack Sakri. But looking lane 3, though. Lane 3 really coming up strongly. It's going to be really close between these two. It's going to go to, wow, what a finish there from Liam Barnett. He gets first place. Joshua Sakri gets second. And third place goes to Maxwell Hosier.
The female finalists, 50-meter butterfly, are out and on the wall and in the link. Withdrawals by 1:45, please.
Heat 6, over to you, referee. In lane 1, we've got Ewan Thompson. Lane 2, Ryan Ingram. Lane 3, Lewis Andrews. Lane 4, Theo Barry. Lane 5, Jack Osborne. Lane 6, Nathan Close. Lane 7, Daniel Williams. Lane 8, Jude Gunner. Really good start there from lane 5, looking really good at the moment. It is lane 5 being Jack Osborne. It's been looking really close to lane 4 and lane 3. Wow, look at lane 6 though. They're really coming up close. This is going to be so close. It's hard to call. He's going to be... Going to look at the... Wow, what a finish that was from Nathan Close gets first place. Second place goes to Ryan Ingram. And third place goes to Lewis Andrews. Heat 7 of 12, over to you, referee. In lane 1, we got Lazarus Jurianus. Lane 2, Jake Lloyd. Lane 3, Luke Morley. Lane 5 is Noah Mann. Lane 5 is Rio Rogers. Lane 6 is Dylan Nutt. Lane 7 is Reese Burrell. Lane 8 is Oliver Baskerville. A really good start there from lane 5 at the moment, looking really strong as Rio Rogers in front just, but look at lane 2 though. Lane 2, Jake Lloyd looking really strong at this stage. It's going to be Jake Lloyd getting first place. Second place goes to Rio Rogers with Noah Mann in third place. Heat 8, over to referee. Lane 1, Charlie Stanbury. Lane 2, Harry Hudson. Lane 3, Billy Mead. Lane 4, Benedict Measures. Lane 5, James Noble. Lane 6 is Riley Bashford. Lane 7, Ronnie Edwards. Lane 8 is Thomas Hamilton. As they're coming through at the moment, it's looking strong for lane 6, or lane 5 at the moment, looking really good. Currently it is Benedict Measures. Can Benedict Measures carry it all the way through? It's going to be really close. It looks like it's going to be Benedict Measures first place, or shall I say James Noble. You're just going to get that confirmed. That was a really close race. Heat 9, over to referee. Lane 1, Joshua Needham. Lane 2, Samuel Rose. Lane 3, Robert Addis. Lane 4, Harrison Shaw. Lane 5, Ethan Martin. Lane 6, Joe Power. Lane 7, Jack Barnard. Lane 8 is Finley Neve. And a great start there from lane 2 at the moment, which is looking really strong as Samuel Rose. Also looking good at this early stage of the race is lane 6's Joe Power, but coming up towards the end of the race now, still, it's going to, wow, this is close. It looks like it was Jack Barnard first. Second place goes to Joe Power, and third place goes to Samuel Rose. Heat 10, over to you, referee. Lane 1, Oliver Pike. Lane 2, Ryan Close. Lane 3, Callum Davis. Lane 4, Henry Dean. Lane 5, Thomas Lydiard. Lane 6 is Lewis Chapman. Lane 7, Timon Chapman. Lane 8 is Sean Connolly. Really looking good at this early stage. Lane 4, Henry Dean, really looking strong. So is also lane 5 as well, which is Thomas Lydiard. It's going to be really close between them. But what a race here from Henry Dean. He's going to break the 25.45. What a race from him. Then second place goes to Thomas Lydiard, and third place goes to Timon Chapman. Heat 11, over to referee. Lane 1, Tobias Oglesby. Lane 2, Joshua Parker. Lane 3, Jake Thomas Mansfield. Lane 4, Maddox Roberts. Lane 5, Harry Jones. Lane 6, Nathan Wells. Lane 7, Charlie Barrett. Lane 8 is Devish Kapoor. Really good start there from lane 4. Looking really good at this early stage of the races. Maddox Robertson the lead. Second place though, looking really good as lane 3. Jake really doing well in lane 3. But it's going to be, first place goes to Maddox Roberts. Second place goes to Harry Jones. And third place goes to Jake Thomas Mansfield. The last heat, heat 12, over to referee. Lane 1, Riley Hall. Lane 2, Rufus Bennett. Lane 3 is Joseph Bavey. Lane 4, Matthew Wright. Lane 5 is Joshua Shepherd. Lane 6 is Jack Abram. Lane 7 is Zach Townend. Lane 8 is Dara Rands. Really looking strong though. Lane 4 doing really well. It's Matthew Wright holding the lead at the moment, but really coming up strongly in lane 6. Lane 5 is Joshua Shepherd. Joshua Shepherd really making an effort, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be Matthew Wright in first place. Second place goes to Joshua Shepherd. And third place goes to Joseph Bavey.
This is event 433, the female 200-meter freestyle heat, 1 of 8. Over to you, referee. In lane 2, Martha Bentley for Epping Forest. In lane 3, Honor Beverstock from Hatfield. In lane 4, Georgina Hamilton, St Albans. Eleanor McLeod is swimming in lane 5. Eleanor's from Putteridge, and also from Putteridge in lane 6, Charlotte Pound. And in lane 7, Ella Deaton from Newmarket. First 50 finished. Turning in now. And it's lane 5, Eleanor leading the way by fractions of a second. All our swimmers looking excellent out there. Take this opportunity to congratulate the coaches and the parents that have enabled these young people to do such phenomenal work, right? Amen. Eleanor still leading the way, but oh, watch. Lane 7, who's that? Ella creeping up on her. This 200, as ever, a pacing race. Everything will change from here on in as our swimmers start to go up a gear. So the question is, can Eleanor maintain that brilliant lead? And can Ella chase her down? Charlotte in lane 6 also doing a fantastic job of closing that gap alongside Georgina Hamilton in lane 4. But all of our swimmers doing an absolutely fabulous job and turned into their last 50. So let's have a look. Yes, this is Eleanor's swim, I believe. And we've got hot competition for a second touch. Oh, it's closing in. Georgina and Charlotte on either side of Eleanor are closing in, and Ella is still fighting hard as well. But it's Eleanor's swim, followed by Georgina, followed by Charlotte. Fab job, girls. Well done. Heat 2, over to you, referee. Glorious. In lane 1, Antonia Elias from Hatfield. In lane 2, Francesca Barber from City of Norwich. In lane 3, Yasmin Olorenshaw from Flitwick. In lane 4, Amelia Porzio from Putteridge. In lane 5, Nicole Maynard from Basildon. In lane 6, Olivia Mendham from Chelmsford. Isabel Thomas is in lane 7 from Newmarket, and Emily Pitcher and Norwich Swan is in lane 8. Oh, and they've already turned and they're halfway through the next length. Lane 7, Isabel Thomas looking strong and leading that field. She got really close competition though from lanes 1, 6 and 8. Oh, and 2. Starting to pick up the pace over there. But Isabel still holds that lead as we turn into the halfway mark. And to my eye, looks to me like Isabel is actually cranking up a gear and going a little bit harder. I mean, what a pace she's set herself. So can she hold it? That is the question on this heat. Or is Antonia in lane 1, Francesca in lane 2, or Olivia in lane 6 going to close that gap and take it from her? Here they come. Let's see what happens. All of our swimmers looking fantastic in the water. I'm watching Francesca Barber in lane 2 really turning up her energy now. Can she bring this one home and make it a first touch, or can Isabel hold her off? She can hold her off. Francesca touching first, Isabel second, and Antonia third. Congratulations, girls. Heat 3, over to you, referee. I just love to watch the start. Right, in lane 1, we've got Natalie Taylor, St. Felix. In lane 2, Amy Mayer from Biggleswade. In lane 3, Emma Fields, Bishop Stortford. Erin Uttridge is in lane 4, Team Ipswich. Millie Harris, lane 5, West Norfolk. Jasmine Coleman, lane 6, Norwich Swan. Team Ipswich, Amelia Lewis is in lane 7, and Anna Lucia Fenner in lane 8 from Basildon. And it's Millie Harris turning first. Oh my gosh, look. Exactly the same time as Amelia Lewis. It's neck and neck out there in lanes 7 and 5. Just to let you know that the Open Male 50-metre butterfly finalists have been announced. They're on the back of the wall. They're on the link. And withdrawals by 2 o'clock, please. So where are we at the halfway point then? I'm watching lanes 2, 4 and 8, but it's really super duper close for all of our swimmers. Yes, Amy Mayer turning first, like within a fraction. Really closely followed by Erin Uttridge. And have a look at lane 8. Who's that? Anna Lucia Fenner picking up her pace now too. Ooh. Such a pleasure to stand and watch this talent and celebrate it. Right, turning into the last 50 here. Erin leading the way, followed by Amy, followed, change up by Amelia Lewis in lane 7. Whose is it? Still watching lane 4. She's putting some space between herself and the others. But Amy Mayer looking good for a catch. No one can touch her. It's Erin Uttridge's swim. Yes, it is. Followed by Amy Mayer. Beautiful work. Followed by Amelia Lewis. Loved it, girls. Thank you. Well done. Heat 4, over to you, referee. Right, Gabriella Troman in lane 1, Team Ipswich. Also Team Ipswich, Ellen Duffield in lane 2 and Amelie Crabb in lane 3. Erin Curry is in lane 4 from Hatfield. Sadie Hunter from City of Peterborough is in lane 5. In lane 6, Evangeline Pierce from Basildon. Millie Richardson in lane 7 from Hatfield. And Veronica Michaela Juska in lane 8, City of Peterborough. And it's Amelie Crabb turning first. But it's a fairly close field as they come back down to the halfway mark. I mean, really, I can't call it. It's changing. Such strength on display. I'm still watching lane 3. That's Amelie Crabb. But also look at lane 8. Veronica really powered up there. Ooh. Oh yes, here comes the gears. Slowly working through them. Sadie Hunter looking great as well, turning up her energy. Wow, what pacing, brilliant pacing on display here. So, this is when a screen on the desk is really handy. Who's turning into the first? It's Sadie Hunter turning first, followed by Veronica, followed by Amelie. So who's going to take first touch on this brilliant heat, this battle? There's competition for first touch, there's competition for second touch. It really is everyone's game, this heat. I'm looking at Sadie. Yes, in lane 5. Nice work, girls. This is heat 5. Over to you, referee. Lisa Lineman in lane 1 from Chelmsford, Genevieve White in lane 2, City of Cambridge, Olivia Greenall in lane 3, City of Norwich, Ruby Chapman in lane 4, Norwich Swan, Erin Younger in lane 5, St Albans, Katie Jeffrey in lane 6 from Hatfield, Darcy Gladwell in lane 7 from Ipswich, and Annabelle Kett in lane 8, City of Peterborough. And they're at the end, they're turning. And it's Katie Jeffrey turning first, followed by Annabelle Kett. Look at that, it's almost straight line. This makes our job very difficult, David, doesn't it? But also brilliantly thrilling. So basically, I'm watching lanes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But I think 8 might turn first. Ooh. Oh no, I was wrong. It's still Katie holding that early lead. Really only just. But Annabelle Kett is turning up her energy now. She is beginning to pull forward, to my eye, from this end anyway. I love these races. Yes, have a look. Lane 8 turning first now. She's pulling ahead. Annabelle Kett from Peterborough. Again, giving us what I think is going to be a beautiful display of pacing for 200 free, which my swim daughter tells me is a really difficult thing to do. But of course, these girls are the best of our best. Here she comes, she's pulling away. What a terrific swim for Annabelle Kett. And yes, nailed that one, girl. Well done, and terrific congratulations to everybody else. Heat 6 of 8. Over to you, referee. In lane 1, Colleen Heher from Watford. In lane 2, Sophie Palmer from Basildon. In lane 3, Alexa Mann from Chelmsford. In lane 4, Grace Greenhalgh from City of Norwich. In lane 5, another Grace Robinson from St Felix. In lane 6, Sophie Dowding from Ipswich. In lane 7 is Chloe Barnard from Basildon. And in lane 8 is Isabel Mather from City of Cambridge. Oh! And we've got neck and neck there for Alexa and Grace Greenhalgh in lanes 3 and 4, turning first into this second 50. These swimmers are going to push each other forward and really force the best from each other, I'm sure of it. Grace beginning to pull forward now, just slightly. Starting to set a slightly different tempo. Can she hold it? Or is Isabel Mather in lane 8 going to give Grace something to worry about? Because she is looking energetic down here. Grace still looking strong. Yes, there's a good body of space. Is that a technical swimming term? A body of space between herself and the other competitors? I'll take it. It'll be one today. Can she hold that lead? Or is Alexa Mann or Grace Robinson going to pip her to the post? Here they come. Oh, watch out for Grace Robinson, but this was Grace Greenhalgh's swim. Well done. Followed by Grace Robinson, followed by Alexa Mann. Beautiful work, ladies. Heat 7, over to you, referee. All right, we've got Ever Ives in lane 1 from Hatfield, Lexi O'Connor in lane 2 from Basildon. We've got Francesca Baiba from City of Cambridge in lane 3, Ruby Wheeler from Basildon in lane 4, Kate Cotter in lane 5 from Chelmsford. From Bishop Stortford in lane 6, we've got Lucy Wheeler. Annie McLeod is in lane 7 from Putteridge, and Lexi Goodman is in lane 8 from Basildon. And they're at the turn. And it's Francesca Baiba that is turning first. Oh, it's really close though. Loving this energy from the crowd. Forcing their swimmers forward, and it seems to be paying off. But Francesca is still leading this field, followed by Kate Cotter in lane 5. Let's see what happens at this halfway mark. All our swimmers beginning to turn in now. Oh, Kate Cotter now beginning to really turn up the energy here. She's giving Francesca something to worry about. I tell you what, I'm also watching Lexi Goodman in lane 8 because she's looking powerful too. She's got some energy. But Francesca's still turning first. Look, within a fraction of a second, Kate's turning behind her. It really is anybody's first touch, this one. I love a battle. Which girl's hitting that wall first? Oh, Kate really pulling forward now. She's not going to give this one away. Can Francesca bring this back? Nice work, Kate. Beautiful, Francesca. Well done. And in comes Ruby Wheeler. Well done, ladies. Love that. Heat 8. Over to you, referee. In lane 1, Olivia Minette from City of Peterborough. In lane 2, Adele Zakruchevsky from City of Norwich. In lane 3 is Jessica Medlicott from Dunstable. Sky Carter is in lane 4 from Basildon. Matilda Bogle is in lane 5 from Ipswich. Jessica Jane Applegate is in lane 6, City of Norwich. Abigail Crawley in lane 7, Team Ipswich. And Ella Dawson from Chelmsford in lane 8. And it's Sky leading this first 50 as our swimmers head down to the last few meters of the second 50. She's got some very close competition, Miss Carter. Oh, look at that. 102, 102, 102. So, Matilda turning up her gears now in lane 5, giving Sky something to think about and really pushing her forward. But also, this is Matilda Bogle from Team Ipswich is just showing us how it's done. Well done, girls. Excellent work.
As I said, let's be having you. Right, so on to our last event 434, the open male 200 meter freestyle, heat 1. Over to you, referee. In lane 1, we've got Isaac Buchan from City of Norwich. Lane 2, Ashton Blake from Basildon. Lane 3, Reese Burns from Chelmsford. Lane 4, Billy Sale from Ware. Lane 5, George Jones from Harlow. Lane 6 is Lucas Day from Rochford. And lane 7 is Oliver Davey from City of Cambridge. And lane 4, Corey Hare from Team Ipswich, who is in the S14 category. So a really good start at the moment. And turning first is Billy Sale. Second place is Lucas Day. And Isaac Buchan is in third currently, with Ashton Blake just behind him by 1/100th of a second. So this is all about strategy at the moment. Who's got the best strategy? Who's got that sprint finish at the end? Looking really good at the moment, though. Lane 4, which is Billy Saar, really taking this race apart at the moment. Second place, though, really upping his pace at the moment. Lane 6, which is Lucas Day. So they turn with Billy Saar in first place, Lucas Day in second. Third place, it is currently Ashton Blake. Really close though with those first 3 lanes, neck and neck. Who's going to up that pace? Who's got that sprint finish for the last 50 metres? Billy Saar still holding in there, but Lucas Day really trying to reel him in at the moment. Coming up now to the last length, and it's going to be really close. Billy Saar still holding the lead by about 0.5 of a second. Second place, it is currently Lucas Day. Third place, it is Ashton Blake, really upping the pace. Now it's all about, it's anybody's race now. Look at the first 3 lanes. They're really upping the pace. So is also Lucas Day as well. This is going to be really close. Coming towards the end of the race here. Look at lane 3. Lane 3 really doing well now. It is Rhys Burns really upping his pace. Rhys Burns with a great finisher. No one's going to catch him. He's now a body length ahead of everybody else. He's really going for it, and he's going to hopefully get into the finals. He gets first place. Second place, really, really close. Wow, there's literally hundredths of a second between the splits of Ashton Blake in second, and third place is Lucas Day. Brilliant stuff, lads. Heat 2 of 7, over to you, referee. In lane 1, Maxwell Hosier from Hoddesdon. Lane 2, Daniel De Filippo from Flitwick. Lane 3, Jude Gunner from St. Felix School with the S14 category. Lane 4, Benjamin Every from St. Felix School. Lane 5, Luke Bernard from St. Albans. Lane 6 is Ethan Thorpe from Basildon. Lane 7, Anthony Ganchev from Chelmsford. And Lane 8, Theodore Monk from City of Cambridge. So who's got the first turn? Luke Bernard in the front, Benjamin Every in second, Ethan Thorpe in third currently. As you go, 150 metres to go, 3 lengths to go. Who's gone out too fast? Can they keep this pace? And it's going to be really interesting as Benjamin Every at the moment is currently in the lead in lane 4. Lane 5 looking just on the shoulder at the moment. It is Luke Bernard with also looking good, as well as Ethan Thorpe in lane 6. Lane 8 looking strong as well as they're coming towards the second half of this race and leading the race at the moment. Benjamin Every by about half a second at the moment. Second place, really interesting between both Luke Bernard and Ethan Thorpe at the moment. It's going to be really interesting. All of a sudden, kicking off now, it is Ethan Thorpe on lane 6. He's really upping the pace. So is also lane 8 looking strong. Is Theodore Monk looking good as well. This is going to be fascinating coming towards the last 50 metres. All of these swimmers are looking for a place in this final. Who can make this final? They need to get a good time here as they turn into the first place. Currently Benjamin Every still holding his lead of about half a second. Ethan Thorpe in second. Theodore Monk in third. Fourth place is Luke Bernard, but it's all about this 50 metres. Who's got this last bit in him? Look at Benjamin Every go there. He's really walking on water at the moment. He's absolutely brilliant. Really upping his pace. Second place looking really strong now is Ethan Thorpe. He's not breaking away from the rest of the pack. Third place is really interesting between both Luke Bernard and Theodore Monk, but it's going to be first place goes to Benjamin Every. Second place goes to Ethan Thorpe. Third place goes to Luke Bernard. Fantastic racing, lads. Well done. Let's give it up for these swimmers, folks. They really do deserve it. They've been absolutely brilliant today. Great achievement to be here. Heat 3, over to referee. In lane 1, Robert Fenner from Basildon Phoenix. Lane 2, Daniel Williams from Hatfield. Lane 3, Isaac Farugia from Basildon. Lane 4 is Daniel Mayer from Biggleswade. Lane 5, Oliver Clark from Malden Sharks. Lane 6 is George Carter from City of Cambridge. Lane 7, Theodore Barry from Saffron Waldron. Lane 8 is Marcus King from Puttridge. and it's neck and neck at the moment at this early stage. Turning first is George Carter, second is Robert Fenner, third place is Theo Barry, fourth place Oliver Clark, literally within out of the 6 swimmers, under the 30-second mark at the first length. Really good pace in here. Luke, lane 1 doing really, really well though. Keeping the pace up. Can he keep it all the way through this race? Is Robert Fenner as he's in lane 1. Also looking strong at this race, early stage of the race is lane 6, which is George Carter now turning into the halfway stage. It's all about this last 100 meters. It's not about the first 100 meters. It's all about the last. And coming first at the moment is Robert Fenner. Second place is currently George Carter. Third place currently it is Oliver Clark. Now all of a sudden they're coming through this last 100 meters. Up in the pace now, looking at lane 5. He's looking really good as well as Oliver Clark. He's really up in the pace. Can he keep it going? Who's got that last bit of sprint towards the end of the race as they're coming through to the last length, racing ahead? I don't think anybody's going to catch him. Brilliant stroke from him. Second place looks like it's going to be Oliver Clark, but can he hold on? Because at the moment, George Carter is really trying to fight back, but let's give it up for Robert Fenner. What a fantastic race from him. He gets first place. Second place goes to George Carter, and third place goes to, or is it? It is Oliver Clark and George Carter. We have the finals at the back of the board. The withdrawal for the 200-meter girls freestyle. The withdrawals need to be in by 2:20. Heat 4, over to referee. In lane 1, we've got Daniel Moises from Peterborough. Lane 2, Ryan Close from Bedford. Lane 3, Kian Lee from Peterborough. Lane 4, Ben Harlett from Team Ipswich. Lane 5, Rufus Bennett from Peterborough. Lane 6 is there is no lane 1. Lane 6 is Jack Bernard from Watford. Lane 7 is Charlie McKinnon from St. Felix School. Lane 8, it is Rio Rogers from Basildon. So coming up to the first 50 meters is real neck and neck stuff here between Kian Lee first, Ben Harlett second, third place Ryan Close with Rufus Bennett just behind him, underneath the 29.5 second mark. Coming really strong start here from these 4 swimmers at the moment. Coming through to the last first 100 meters is neck and neck between lanes 2 to 4, between Ryan Close, Kian Lee and Ben Harlett. Real neck and neck. It's going to be interesting if anybody can catch him at this particular stage of the race, but it is a 200-meter race, not a 100-meter race. As it comes towards the halfway line, it's neck and neck now between Ben Harlett, Kian Lee, Ryan Close, 1, 2, and 3 in that order, underneath the 1.10 mark. 1.01 mark, really racing now. They're up in the pace now, looking at lane 3, looking really good at the moment. It is Kian Lee really doing well at the moment. Can anybody catch him? It's going to be really close. Can anybody on the outside have that 100-meter, 50-meter sprint coming towards the last length? Coming now to the turn. It's going to be really close. Still holding this lead is Kian Lee by about 1 second at the moment in front of Ryan Close. Second, third place is Ben Harlett. Fourth place is Rufus Bennett. But what a race here. Look at lane 2 though. Lane 2, Ryan Close really trying to catch up with Kian Lee. Kian Lee is absolutely doing brilliantly well. He's up in his pace. You can see his stroke rate is really going strong. He's literally kicking himself so fast at the moment. He has absolutely brilliant race from him. There's no ways anybody's going to catch him. It's going to be first place goes to Kian Lee. Second place goes to Ryan Close. And third place goes to Ben Harlett. Heat 5, over to you, referee. In lane 1, we've got Finley Arnott from Norwich Swan. Lane 2, Connor Mintz from Basildon. Lane 3, Alexander Calverbord from St. Albans. Sorry, there is no lane 1. Sorry, lane 1, there is no swim in lane 1. Lane 4, Daniel Belzy from Hatfield. Lane 5, Orlando Deering from Peterborough. Lane 6 is Eva McQuaid from Dunmow Atlantis. Lane 7 is Joe Power from Basildon. Lane 8 is Darryl Rands from Colchester. And turning in first, it is Evan McQuaid. Second place, Daniel Belsley. Third place, Alexander Culverboard. As they're coming through now really strongly, it is looking good at lanes 2, 3, all the way through to lane 6 at the moment. It's anybody's race between these four at this early stage of the race, but anybody can come on from the outside. But really doing well at the moment, it is Ewan McQuaid. Evan McQuaid now, as he turns into first place currently in the halfway stage. It is really close between these four swimmers. Daniel Belsley, second place. Third place is Alexander Culverboard with Orlando Deering in fourth place. Underneath the 59-second mark in the halfway stage. This race is really up in itself at the moment. It's going to be epic coming towards the last 75 meters now. And it's anybody's race between these four swimmers. They're giving everything they're going. They're trying to breathe at the moment. This is going to be so close between these four swimmers as they're now coming towards the last length now. It's going to be really close. Who we got here in the first place? Daniel Besley now is the lead. Orlando Deering in second place. Underneath the 130 mark in the last length to go with Alexander Culverboard in third place. Has Alexander Culverboard got anything in this race? As they're coming through towards the last stage of the race now, it's going to be really close. But look at lane 4 though. Lane 4 looking really good. It's Daniel Belzy. Daniel Belzy really holding off. But also lane 3 though, he's not giving up. It's looking really close between Alexander Culverboard as well. But what a race here from Daniel Belzy. He's going to get first place. Second place goes to Alexander Culverboard. And third place goes to Orlando Deering. What a race. Fantastic stuff. The penultimate heat, heat 6, over to referee. In lane 1, we've got Sammy Rose from West Norfolk. Lane 2, Lucas Hardley from Hatfield. Lane 3, Patch Robinson from Team Ipswich. Lane 4, Jacques Bonzel from City of Cambridge. Lane 5 is Ben Davison from Hatfield. Lane 6 is Ryan Wall from City of Cambridge. Lane 7, Jack Abram from City of Norwich. And Lane 8, Luke Martel from Watford. So coming up to the first 50 meters, and a great start there from Jacques Bonzel. Second place is Ben Davison. Third place, Ryan Wall. Underneath the 28-second mark. This is really fast, folks. A really good start from these swimmers. Look at Jacques Bonzel, though. What a swimmer he is. He really is quite an exhibition to watch here, as he's literally looking, it makes it look so easy in the water. So much power. As he's coming towards the halfway stage, he's going to have a great time here. He is 56.45 for the first 100 meters. That's about a 2-second lead at the moment in front of Ryan Wall in second, Pat Robinson in third. Can he keep it going all the way through to the 200 meters? It's going to be really fascinating, but really fighting back there. Lane 6 through, doing really well at the moment. It is Ryan Wall making good effort there. So is also Pat Robinson in lane 3, also looking strong. So can they catch him up at this stage of the race? It's going to be fascinating because at the moment, it is still Jacques who's currently in the lead as he comes to the last 50 meters now, 127.15. Second place, Pat Robinson. Third place, Ryan Wall. Coming towards the last stage. Has anybody got a sprint finish to catch up to Jacques Bonzel? As Jacques comes through, it's really going to be, he is looking absolutely spectacular at this stage of the race. He's coming towards the last 15 meters now. Let's give it up for Jacques. He's been absolutely brilliant well. As he comes through, there's no one going to catch him, and he's going to set a great time here. First place goes to Jacques Bonzel, second place goes to Ryan Wall, and third place goes to Pat Robinson. The last heat, heat 7, over to referee. In lane 1, we've got Jake Lloyd from Bishop Stortford. Lane 2, Joshua Ellis from Hatfield. Lane 3, Harrison Shaw from Flitwick. Lane 4, Matthew Baker from West Suffolk. Lane 5 is Max Arnold from Harlow. Lane 6, it is Jack Swindell from City of Peterborough. Lane 7, Thomas Ford from Basildon Phoenix. And lane 8, Frank Jacob from City of Cambridge. Coming up to the first turn, a really good start here from Matthew Baker, 27.19, about a second ahead of Frank Jacob in second. Third place is Harrison Shaw. Brilliant race here. What a great spectacle of swimmers we have here in the wonderful region of the East. Looking really strong at this early stage, coming up to the halfway stage, and what a great swim he's having at the moment is Matthew Baker. Second place, though, looks like it's named Jack Swindell second. Third place, it is currently Harrison Shaw with Max Arnold in fourth place. But really trying to catch up to now. This is going to be a fascinating race. It's been looking like, at the moment, really, really strong between lane 4, which is Matthew Baker, but also really fighting though. And lane 6 is looking really good as well, coming up to the last 50 meters now. And it's still Matthew Baker with about 1.5 second lead in front of Jack Swindell. Max Arnold in second place. Can anybody catch him? Can anybody catch Matthew Baker as he's coming through towards the last 25 meters now? What a race he's having. Second place, though, no question about it, Jack Swindell. But third place is going to be really epic, though. What a race we have here at the moment here between lane 5, which is Max Arnold at the moment, third place. But let's give it up for Matthew Baker in first place. Second place goes to Jack Swindell. And third place goes to Max Arnold. Right, folks, we now have a bit of a break.
Thank you very much. You is now a 10-minute swim down, but please could you avoid swimming in lane 8. So 10-minute swim down, but avoid lane 8. Thank you.
Excellent.